Hello everyone, and welcome to the Hive Mind Challenge. This is my series where I play on 8 separate RuneScape accounts at the same time. But that's not all, of course. The Ultimate Iron Man game mode is one that is increasingly popular among OSRS content creators, so I figured I'd bind these accounts to a similar set of rules. Trading items, except among my accounts, isn't allowed. The use of some banks around Gelinor is allowed, but only to convert items to their banknote form. Using the banks of RuneScape for storage purposes is completely off the table. But wait, there's more. To up the ante, looting bags, stash units, and the seed vault are off limits as well. These rules, along with a few other exceptions, are the baseline for this series. My name is Baron Pike, and this is my journey. Ooh, that tea is a little bit hot this morning. Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. This is the Hive Mind Challenge. This is my first video in 3 months. Wow, where have I been? I have been playing. I've got a lot done over the past few months, but I was also busy doing some in real life stuff. I took a few breaks here and there, you know how it is. I'm not always grinding RuneScape. Anyway, I bounced around a lot during this episode, but I don't want to spoil anything, so without further ado, welcome back. And I hope you enjoy episode 10 of the Hive Mind Challenge. Looks like I just can't get enough right now. I've geared up back in range gear. I'm going back to the ogresses, except this time I'm going to be slaying them in range gear, so we'll see how that turns out. So I've gone ahead and trained all of the accounts to level 57 range, and I've stopped there for now. I'm going to distribute these nearly 10,000 iron arrows that I have from the mage grind here at Ogresses, and at level 57 iron arrows give you a max hit bonus over bronze arrows. They give you 1 extra max hit, so it's actually worth it for me to be using iron arrows at this level, but there's certain level breakpoints in which this won't happen, and iron and bronze arrows will give you the exact same maximum hit, and there's no point in using iron arrows. That's level 58 on all of the accounts. This is the one screen, and then on my other monitor I have 4 more accounts. So right now I'm using an interesting training method. There's this level 6 rat that respawns in this like kind of 3x3 room in level 22 wilderness, and it respawns like every couple minutes. This rat will be aggressive to you for 5 minutes at a time, and then you kind of just gotta walk away a little bit. There, this one just respawned. You just gotta walk away a little bit and then come back. This account is standing in Edgeville with all of the stuff. I didn't actually do that method for very long. My accounts were taking more damage from the rats than I would have liked, so I only trained to like mid-20s strength. I'm going to train strength at Minotaurs for a while. I have all of the accounts, a bunch of supplies necessary to complete beginner clues. So I'm going to be slaying Minotaurs and doing all of my beginner clues. I already have a beginner clue on every account here, so that's 8 caskets once I go do these. Day 1 of casket stacking at the Minotaurs. I am up to 23 caskets total. Well, I haven't recorded a clip in a few days here, but I'm up to 67 clue scroll caskets total on all of the accounts. This is like day 4, I think, of stacking, maybe day 5. In terms of stats, I'm looking at around 37 to 39 strength. While I'm here at the Minotaurs, I have reached level 40 strength on all of the accounts, which is quite nice. I accidentally trained attack for a little bit on this guy, so Hive Mind 7 is a little bit ahead of the curve in terms of total level. I'm probably going to train all of the accounts to 40 attack now. Total casket count is up to 87 across all of the accounts, which is pretty cool. I've also got like over 2,000 iron arrows on all the accounts, so lots of iron arrows stacked up for future training. So here on Hive Mind 3, I've obtained another casket, This is my 8th casket on this account, and this is actually my 100th casket total, if you were to add them all up. So, yeah. Well, that's pretty exciting. We have reached level 40 attack on all of the accounts. You can see it down there in the chat box. I didn't get the level up message, but in combat it's really hard to get the level up message, especially on all of these different accounts. I'm going to walk these guys all out into a line because I like doing that. It looks cool. But I have something a little more exciting to show than 40 attack. I know, 40 attack on 8 accounts, and I have something more exciting. Well, the more exciting thing will be our beginner clue casket count. We're up to quite a lot. We got 22 plus another clue here, 26 plus a clue, 17 caskets, 21, 22 plus another clue, 27, 20, and 24. So that's over 180 beginner clues in total. So unfortunately I lost all of the audio for these clips, but I ended up stacking up to a total of 250 beginner caskets over the course of a few weeks. Also, this is the loot that I got in terms of iron arrows and just a few other skilling items. Anyway, without further ado, here is loot from 250 beginner caskets.
Traveling the mountains just to find the loudest seas. We set down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club. I remember the ocean, memories die out too hard. But we were traveling the mountains just to find the loudest seas. We sat down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club. empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out.
Well, well, I think that whole endeavor was pretty successful. This is all of the unique loot that I got from all of what happened just now. I separated the unique loot that I already had. So yeah, got quite a lot of Fashionscape to add to my collection. It is going to bog down my inventory a bit more, but a lot of these items can be worn and they won't really get in the way too much, I don't think. Well, here we are, once again, back at the Ogre Slayer. I got the whole squad all kitted back up in range gear. I love all of the Jester capes I have now, and the 2 shoulder parrots on 2 of the accounts. My accounts are looking stylish. Wow, I hardly even noticed that happened, but I got another Shaman Mask drop here. And there we go, that is level 60 range on all of the accounts. I'm pretty happy about that. And there is Shaman Mask number 5 on Hive Mind 1. I honestly didn't even notice again. Like, these things, they just blend into the loot pile so much. And when you're playing 8 accounts, like, I generally just pick up my loot by spam clicking the pile. Alright, and that's 61 range on all the accounts. I kind of messed it up on Hive Mind 5, but so here I decided to grab all my collection logs after doing all those beginner clues and check out Hive Mind 2. Hive Mind 2 scored 13 unique items and 49 total beginner clue caskets. That is insane. Anyway, the rest of them, they all got a pretty decent ratio, but I believe overall I am ahead of the average on beginner clue caskets, so yeah, I'll take it. Currently the only remaining unique item that I do not have is the mole slippers. And that is level 62 range on all the accounts. Range levels are getting up nicely. That's 63 range and 750 total. Also right here, we got 62 range on all the other accounts. Well, I've gone ahead and traded some notes of items over to Hive Mind 2 here. The copper, tin ore, and rune essence is from the Minotaur's grind, and the coal and mithril is from periodically doing the maze random event. I'm probably going to give all of the ores to Hive Mind 1 and just do smithing on one account because I'm just kind of feeling lazy and I want to just play one account. I wanted to get the ores smithed pretty quickly, so I decided to invest some nature runes into just superheating all of the ores and using them in Varrock on the anvil. This costed me about 1,000 nature runes, but hey, what else are they for other than to be used, really? I could have used the rusted anvil in Lumberage, as it's right beside a furnace, but I still would have had to have run a very long distance between the Lumberage bank and the furnace there, so I decided it was... I just wanted it to be done quicker, so I decided to superheat the ores. Here I decided to make a quick trip over to the Karamja volcano to slay a bunch of imps in hopes of getting their mind talisman drops. And I did this on one account because I was feeling lazy. Alright, well, I have all of my accounts geared up here. I've given them all a mind talisman, a tiara, and 478 pure essence. I'm gonna craft all of the essence that I got from Minotaurs into mind runes. This should give me, I think, somewhere around 16,000 mind runes, a little less than that. Alright, well, after using up all of my rune essence, I'm at 18,000 mind runes, so that's a good little bit of magic XP when I get back to training magic. Well, I am here at Port Sarim at the food shop making pizzas. Yes, I'm finally getting this done. I've actually been doing this for a couple days now. I didn't really record anything because this is kind of the most boring shit in the world for anybody to watch. I just come here, buy 3 tomato and cheese at a time. I'm only doing this on 6 accounts right now because that's all of the total level worlds I have access to. And I'm doing this on total level worlds so that I don't have to compete with bots, because yes, bots will actually come and buy the tomato and cheese from this shop, which is really disappointing. After the grueling process of making all of the unfinished pizzas, I would need now over 4,000 anchovies to go on the pizzas to make them into anchovy pizzas. So I decided to fish these south of Lumbridge and use the bank there to note the items. I also obtained a lot of shrimp in this process. Well, I have achieved all of the anchovies that I'm going to need. I got 3,800 here, about like 100 there, and then I got about 400 cooked anchovies here. So I'm done fishing, and that also conveniently got me 66 fishing on all of the accounts. So in the nature of not burning as many of my pizzas as I can, I want to get all of the accounts up to 68 cooking before I start cooking the unfinished pizzas. So I have brought the squad back here to Karamja. I gotta fish, I think, about 300 lobsters per account and cook them all. And that should give me enough cooking XP. That combined with the raw shrimps and raw anchovies that I have stacked up should allow me to get every account to 68 cooking. And at 68 cooking, you can never burn an uncooked pizza. So yeah, that is the plan. This should only take, I don't know, maybe an hour or two. So yeah, hopefully I'll have that done in a little bit here. So I ended up doing a little bit more fishing lobsters than I thought I was going to. I got 67 fishing on all the accounts, and Hive Mind 2 is the only one who's currently 68 cooking, but with the remainder of these raw fish, that should be able to get all of the other accounts up to 68 cooking. That is the plan. Alright, opening the 4 caskets we have. Let's see what we get. Ooh, another ornament kit right off the bat. That is nice. What else can we grab? Nothing. Nothing, and nothing. But that's cool. Another Rune Sim ornament kit. Gothics. How many of those do I have? I have 4, so that's 5. I'm getting pretty close to a full set. I mean, not that I can get a Rune Scimitar anytime soon at all. Well, I have finished cooking up all of my shrimps, and I have pretty well equalized the cooking level and experience on all of the accounts. I'm now going to be moving on to the anchovies. I have 4,500 shrimps here, which I'm going to just drop probably, I'm not sure. Anyways, now I'm going to move on with the cooking of the rest of the anchovies, and then I'll be able to start cooking the pizzas and then adding the anchovies, so there's still a few more steps, but we're getting along. Hey, it's that number 8 times. So the last step to making the anchovy pizzas is probably the most annoying step, and that's adding the anchovies to the pizzas. I found this part particularly irritating because I could only fit about 11 pizzas in each inventory, so it just involved a lot of clicking at the bank. Well, I have finally finished making 4,192 anchovy pizzas, worth almost 3 mil, but that's not the point. That's roughly 524 pizzas per account. I'm going to redivide up these items and go back to Karanja for a little bit because I am very close to 70 cooking. I'm only 10k away, 11k away on all the accounts. And I want to finish that up because that's an RFD requirement in the future. And just because it would, it's a nice round 70. I like how the number looks more. And it's just a little bit more fishing, so yeah, I'm going to go do that for a bit. And there we go, that is level 70 cooking across all of the accounts. That looks very nice, very satisfying. I want to open up the skill journals here. Nice, round 70, highest level on all the accounts now. So that's pretty cool. So I had 2 clue scrolls left that I got from the little bit of fishing that I did on Hive Mines 4 and 7 here. So I'm going to go ahead and promptly open these up. Wow. No way. That's too good. We got another shoulder parrot. Let's see what else. Nothing. But wow, that is really satisfying. Shoulder parrot number 3 for the collection. Well, that wraps it up for today's episode of the Hive Mind Challenge. Thank you to everybody who's continues dropping by, continues showing support, even though I don't upload very frequently. In the future, I'd like to get a streaming schedule on the go. It's just not something that I can really realistically live up to right now. But in the future, when it's more viable, I'd definitely like to stream the content on these accounts. But anyway, thank you to everyone who's stopped by and dropped a like, and I hope you all have a good day.